today we are done with the basics of the sheet metal. We got our drop duct done. We got our filter rack done down there. And we are going to start putting in the Honeywell 5-inch filter. And we're going to put it in different ways. I'm going to actually install it wrong to begin with, and then we're going to fix that. So if you get out on a job and you find one put in like this, or you've done it like that, we're going to show you how to fix it. I think you'll enjoy it. I want to say thanks for all the good comments I've gotten so far. I was actually, and I'm thankful for all the good comments I've gotten. Anyway, we're going to get started on this, and I think you'll enjoy it because there's a lot that goes into this. Let me get started, get set up, and we will show you how to put this thing in. All right, so we are at the filter, and we're going to measure what we have. We have 6.5 inches. So what we're going to do is go over to the drop duct, and we're going to measure 6.5 inches. All right, we are at the drop duct now, and what we're going to do is we've got to find a location where we can mount the filter. So the best possible situation for us to do is we're going to take the drives and the S's off. And the reason we're going to do that is because we've got a straight line already cut on this duct here. So what we're going to do is we're going to start by taking the drives off. The best way to do it, get your old hammer out and you just start see how that just come right off, and you go around to the back and you do the same thing. Except sometimes the back is a little harder to do because you can't really reach around the back of it. So in that case, what you do, you hammer it off like that. So when you have one that won't pull off, what you can do is get your folding tongs, kind of bend it around like that, then you hammer. Alright, now here's where the measuring part comes in. I know that filter rack is 6.5 inches. Well, I just don't want to cut 6.5 inches because I need to make a 1-inch flange on the top part here and on the bottom. Alright, so let's get started measuring. Get the right tool out here, which would be the Sharpie and the tape measure. So I'm going to use this S-lock kind of as a guide here. So what I say, we're going 4.5 inches up. So you see, you got 4.5 inches from the bottom of the S-lock. That's 4.5. Okay. Then we're going to go. We're going to cut it right there. So, and then we're going to flange it right there. So there's your 5.5, and then you go one more up because we're going to flange that. So that'll give us a 1-inch flange there. Now remember, we're doing this wrong to begin with. So that'll be 5.5, or that'll be flanged up this way, and this one here will be flanged at a 90 degree. So I'm going to go off the floor down here and measure up. So we got 39 5/8, 39 5/8, and 40 5/8. So we got 39 5/8, and 40 5/8. So let's go ahead and make our mark across right here using our S-lock. Gotta hold it straight. Same thing here. Hold it straight. And then we'll measure the bottom. So that's 34 1/8 and 35 1/8. Now, our drive is kind of in the way here. So let's just make it 35 because we can bend it down a little bit. That's no big deal. 35. So we'll do 30, we'll just make it 7/8 and 7/10. Because like I said, because our drive is in the way. But all this will get fixed in the end. And like I said, I'm just doing it the wrong way in the very beginning. So let's just follow that across here. Because it is wrong to begin with. So let's make our, so now I'm going to do the side here. 34 1/8. Draw a line on the side. Okay. And 39 5/8 and 40 5/8. So we already got that line over there, and then we just come across here. Same thing up top, got that line right there, got that line. Alright, so I got that hole cut or drilled. Let me do one over in this corner here just in case. Ooh, that's hot. Alright. So, we're going to start cutting. Out of the way, we can just take that right out of the S-lock. Now we've got an S-lock right there. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we'll go ahead now that the S-lock's out of the way. We'll get our S-lock here, and since this is an inch, we'll go ahead and we know where it is. Go ahead and mark it. Just like that. Alright, so I'm back. I had to go out to the truck and actually get my channel lock so I can straighten this drive edge out. I got the drive edge straightened out. A little tougher because I had the top duct to deal with. Now, what I could actually do is I could actually measure down from here and just go down an inch, flange it out, so I wouldn't have to cut all the way down here. I could flange it out at here, and then go up 5 1/2 inches here, and then flange it so I get my 6 1/2 inches. I could do that, but I've already got it marked out. That's probably the better way to do it, but that way I only had to cut one duct, and all I had to do is just kind of slice this one, bend it down. But you know, if I've already got this one done, and since I got this one already, now I've got that drive edge, I can actually make my line I can make my line like that. Now, keep this in mind. This is just how to do it the wrong way. And when I get done, you'll see it takes just as long to do it the wrong way as it does to do it the right way. So, but I wanted to show how to do it the wrong way, so that way you know how not to do it. So we got that line there. So I'm gonna just trim that off right there and around back there, and then notch it out there, notch it out there, notch it here. So let's get this cut. Now, you'll see here in a minute that where the ducts hammer together, that little hammer lock, that's going to be a pain in your butt. But we'll get it cut. We'll get it cut out the way, and then we'll be done with it. And I'll show you what the fish hooks will look like and what they do to you. Here's a good place for the greens, but as you can see, I dealt with it. Don't really need them, but you know, some people prefer them. So let's just cut this down right here. Cut that at an angle right there. Like that, and we'll just get rid of that. Same thing here. Cut that at an angle right there. Cut this at an angle. Like that. Go over here. Cut that at an angle. Like so. You come over here and you kind of cut it at an angle. Now, we got to deal with this nasty hammer. We got to deal with that. So, it's a pain in the butt, but it is what it is. It's in our way, so we got to get rid of it. Remember, you're going through 4 pieces of metal right there. So, and then you just kind of do it like that. Just cut up. Get rid of that. Now, when we go to do our the right way, you'll see it's a lot different. I mean, I could already had it cut out, but like I said, I'm trying to show you that the wrong way just isn't the right way. If that makes sense. Trying to do it the wrong way actually takes longer. Okay, and then what you can do, you can take your channel locks here like that. Take your channel locks like that. Kind of bend this in a little bit. Get rid of that. Same thing over here. Kind of get. The wrong way is not always the right way. It's a pain. So I don't even know how to do it wrong, but I think this is how you do it. But I'm kind of struggling with it because I don't do it the wrong way, I do it the right way. And then when I get done, you'll be like, damn, we should do it the right way. get that damn thing cut out of there. So, everybody's saying, get your greens out, get your greens out. I don't want to get my greens out. Remember, I'm hard-headed. So, we can go ahead and cut that out, down actually. Get your greens out, get your greens out. That'll work, get your greens out. This one I don't do it the wrong way. I do it the right way. So I don't have to struggle with it and do all that dumb stuff. Get your grains out. Alright. Now that we've made a mess. Alright. Let's flange this up here. That. Let's flange this up right here. That. Get our S-lock. Fold this down. Like this. Alright, so we got that flanged out. Same thing over here. So we got that flanged out. We're going to do the same thing at the top. Don't worry, we're going to fix that in the back there. Like I said, I don't know how to do it the wrong way, so I'm kind of winging here. Alright, so now I got my pieces done. Let's get our measurements. Look at that, 6.5 inches. So let's see if our filter fits. I got one spot back there that needs to be taken care of. So since we're doing it wrong, let's really do it wrong and kind of just bend that around like that. Because who cares? It's wrong. We're going to make it messy. Because we are going to fix it. We're going to do it the right way. Oh, remember we left the back in place. Right? We left the back in place for a reason, so we wouldn't have to cut it. There we go. Alright. Now, we are almost there. See, I got 14 by 18 duct just for this purpose right here. So I can show you that, you know, how people do things. Alright, so here I've got it in, and you see at the bottom, all we would do here is just cut a piece of metal and go all the way across here, and then see at the bottom here. And what people would do is they would just put a flat piece of metal across here. But that is wrong. You can see it better up top here. See it? They would just put a flat piece of metal there, and that would be, like I said, that would be definitely wrong. So we're gonna do it up. I'm not even gonna cut the metal and stuff like that. Now, as you see what people would do, we're gonna make it look do it right. Alright, I've taken the liberty of doing it, go ahead and doing it the wrong way. You see, here's the opening of the filter right there. I didn't do the bottom, with no point, because you can see the top good. This would probably get taped, of course, and sealed up with mastic, and everybody would think, oh, that's the greatest thing in the world. But the problem with it is this: it won't work well, because the only part that the filter is going to get is just what's coming straight down. So our job is to transition it from somewhere around right here to down to here. So, and then the same thing over here. We're going to transition from here to here, and then from here to here, and then same thing at the bottom. So we're going to go ahead and do that. If you see something that looks like this, it's definitely wrong. No sheet metal you needed, except for you would have to do some at the bottom, but you can just use the part that you cut out of the center for your top part. Tape it up real good, seal it up with mastic, and man, you go home for the day. But that's not the way it works. So I'm going to go ahead and take this stuff apart. We're going to get started on our sheet metal transitioning.